shoot. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn this into an opportunity here. This painting is ruined. Okay, so you can see the little stain here from the blues seeping into the very light brown. Unfortunately for me, that blue is a mixture of ultramarine blue, Payne's gray, and phthalo blue, a notoriously staining color. So that's not going anywhere, and I am not going to paint the entire rest of this painting in gouache. It's just not gonna happen. So apparently, this tape's adhesion is not strong enough to withstand the sheer volume of water that I put onto this. So, I know what to do for next time. Don't use so much water, be patient. If there's anything that I should have learned about watercolor by now, it's be patient and let each layer dry. Oh, this is so disappointing. Very disappointing, but you know what? It is a good learning experience, and I hope that you guys can take something from this, because I don't want this to happen to you. Because this is not a fantastic feeling. Okay, so I filmed that clip about 2 minutes after I pulled the tape off and saw the stain, and I was still in the giggly stages of shock. I was working on more expensive paper, with my good paints, and I had a moment of poor artist panic. I would like to clarify that the painting isn't ruined. It's a small mistake, it can be fixed, but the experience jarred me off the mental track I need to be on in order to continue working. So, I'm going to set it aside for future Nola to mess around with. I tend to get really attached to the way I originally plan a painting. I don't do a lot of thumbnails, and I tend to stick pretty closely to my original idea. So any unexpected changes to that idea just kind of throw me off my groove. It's something I'm working on. In a weird way, I'm kind of glad this happened. I really need to learn to let things go a little bit and be a little bit more flexible with my concepts. Also, bit of a side note, don't throw away your old work, or work like this that feels ruined. Stick it in a box, put it under your bed, stick it in your closet, forget about it. It can't hurt you anymore. Then, when you take that box out and look again at your old work, you have a really good roadmap of your progress and your growth. And we need that reminder sometimes. And more importantly, in the time between making that old art and opening the box on it again X amount of years later, is that you will have more experience and knowledge than you had when you put it in the box. You might see that terrible mistake as an easy fix now, because of some little oops you made on another painting in a class you took, or a YouTube video you watched, or another artist that you spoke to. It's hard, but try to look at mistakes like these as opportunities. For me, it was the opportunity to make this specific video. I'd already done 2 days of filming when my little oops happened, and this way, I don't waste all the time and effort. I guess the point of this video is to show you guys that mistakes aren't the end of the world. Once we make them, we can cry a little bit, throw our tantrums, but then we have to pick ourselves up and decide how we want to move forward. If I decided that this mistake was too big, that I would never be able to get over it, okay, that's how I feel now. But in the future, that might change. As weird as this sounds, try to view your mistakes as investments in your own future. It's a challenge to your future self that, hey, I spilled paint on this. What you gonna do about it? I don't know, maybe that's a dumb way of looking at it, but I always find that spite is a very good motivator, and if future you can fix this out of spite to present you, all the better. So, lovely people, if you're still here listening to me ramble, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope this video has been a little bit helpful to you.
If nothing else, then it'll teach you to be patient when you're working with watercolor. But I hope you can take away a little bit more than that. That mistakes aren't the end of the world, even though in the moment they totally seem like they are. But now it's a couple days later and I'm working on 2 new paintings, and that initial shock and horror of messing up that painting, it's gone. Well, it's not gone. It'll never be gone, because I'm an anxious mess like that. But I've put it away, and I know that I can try to do something again with it later, and it might turn out better than the first idea that I had. Anyway, I'll stop rambling now. I'll stop talking. And I'll say thank you for joining me for another video. I'll see you guys next week.